Hello, hi, welcome. Today we're doing this like no makeup. I'm saying it's no makeup, but I mean the only makeup part is the wings and the lips that you can clearly see. But if I literally took them off, the skin is just good. Like there's not a lot of concealer, there's no foundation, a little bit of concealer, a little bit of powder, and it's just giving me skin goals. Do you know what I mean? If my skin looked like this all the time, I would be so happy. I'd be so blessed. I feel blessed. But this is what we're doing today. There's no look. One, because I'm running late. Two, it's like an everyday look. So you literally can just wear whatever. And three, I'm gonna wear something that I think I've already worn anyway. Because like I said, it's like an everyday look, and it's like I gotta go run errands. So it's like you've already seen the look. You can literally wear whatever. I'm literally just wearing sweats. I'm gonna wear all black. We've got to go out and fight this COVID. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna wrap up warm because it's winter outside. Winter is upon us. So I'm literally wearing all sweats. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and come back. So I'm even running late for it. So let's just begin. But just see, the coverage is amazing. For no foundation, the coverage is actually good. Like I'm actually shooketh. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I did a little bit of faux freckles. I don't know if you can really tell. Probably not, but I did. But let's get straight into the video so you can see how to get this quick. No makeup, well, it's makeup because of the wings and the lashes. Makeup look. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe before you do though, and let's get straight into the video. Hello, hi, welcome back. So your girl is coming on fresh face, like nothing. My brows ain't even done, none of that, because this is gonna be some quick, easy, no makeup kind of look. So what I normally like to do first is my brows, and first, oh, I need a mirror. A mirror would be useful. Be fine. So I just like to take like one of these brushes. I did used to like to use like a spoolie, but I feel like this is like harsher, which doesn't sound nice. But if you have thick brows and curly brows and brows that just don't stay in place, something like this just does wonders. Like I don't know what it is, but I just love it. It just keeps them straight. So as you can, I don't know if y'all can see, but you see how it's like curled and it's all different lengths. Like I don't have the best brows. Like I don't pluck them, I don't shape them. I'm too lazy for that. But I do have like quite a bit of hair, and it just needs to stay in place. Because like even that, just brushing them up and shaping them is fine. I think like if I was really in a rush and didn't want to do brows, what the hell, hair? I wouldn't need to. This is just from Morphe. This is the M414 brush. Cool. And then I also like to use like the eyebrow pencil. The Benefit one's really good, but I ran out and it's kind of shared. We ain't gonna talk about it. But I do also like to use other products, like depending on how my brow is, because the brows are different on different days. I don't know why. I do not know why. But depending, say if it's like looks thicker than usual, I just normally go in with like a brow powder. This is the Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade number 5. Colour's alright, can't complain. Or I like to go in for pomade. I got number 5, I got like the version. I have got number 6, I think that's the next shade up. I think it's a bit more cool tone, but this is like a really good shade, because I have different, I don't know if you can tell on camera, you probably can't, but different tones of brown in my hair. Just naturally, it's just some parts lighter, some parts are darker. So whatever I'm feeling, if I want to go with the warmer side or with the cooler side, it just works because it's different tones. So because I've already opened this, I'm going to probably use this and the powder. But normally for every day, I do like to use the pencil. The pencil's just so fast. It's really fast and it's really nice. But also I kind of do want my brows to look a little bit thicker, a bit fuller. So I'm just using the pomade. And what I like to do is just, I basically literally just like run it through. I don't even like create fake hairs, because I have enough. Like brows are just, it's just personal, it's individual. Like I have enough like sparse hairs, but I just literally need just to fill it in, and it looks like I've created the fake hairs. When I get to the front though, I just pull it up, upwards. And like how I make this is why I like to do my brows first, because I'm very messy when it comes to my brows. Because with brows, I don't care. Like I do care because it like frames the face and all that, and it's one of the like steps where it's like, baby girl, if your brows ain't looking cute, then it just ruins your whole day. But for what they are, I don't like to spend too much time, especially like if I'm running late to uni or to I don't wear makeup to work, forget that. But like uni, like on like meeting friends, like some days I just need to spend literally like 2 minutes each brow done. So now I'm just taking the powder, and I like to take like a brush like this, like anything angled, wrong powder, and I'm doing the darker part first, because with this powder it has like two sections, like a light side and a darker. So I like to do the dark bit on the end of the brow, and then the lighter side on the front of the brow. And I also like to create a tail, because my brows don't have a tail. Like there's no tail. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just like to make a little bit of a tail, and also make a tail with concealer. So when I like to clean it up, I kind of like make it like a triangle, so it creates an illusion, like a shadow. There's like a tail, which you guys hopefully will see. And I also like to go back in with the, I don't know if it's what it's called, it's not a spoolie, it's a brush, but whatever it is, I like to go back in and just start to place the brow hairs where I actually want them. I'm leaving it like this because honestly the brow cleanup does wonders for me. My brows don't really come together until it's the brow cleanup. Even on like a natural no makeup, I have to do a brow cleanup, because if you have, one second, oh, today it is this Malibu pineapple. I normally have it with Coke, but this, honestly, this just hits different. And we do have wine for later if I run out of this, because I've been drinking this all morning. Like, it's just so nice. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like for me, it's like, it's the brow cleanup that is what shapes it. Even though no makeup, I have to do a cleanup, because as you can see, she looking messy. But I also like to use like the Benefit 24-hour. Honestly, this helps to keep my brows in place. I've not really dabbled in like anything else. Like I've tried like 2 drugstore brow setters and they just didn't work for me, and then everyone was going on about Benefit, and since I've used it, I've not tried anything else. Like I'm sure there's other great stuff out there, but which I probably will try, but for now it's Benefit. Like, I even got a backup. Like I know if I like a product, if I get a backup before it's even run out, and I've got a backup of this because it's just so nice. And I don't mind the crunchy brow feeling. Some people like, oh, makes your brows crunchy, but it's like, why are you touching your brows in the first place? That's probably why your skin is breaking out, because you've been touching your brows and touching your face. Leave your brows, they're not going anywhere. Like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna fly off your face. For the brow cleanup, I like something thick. It has to be something thick, something creamy. I did used to use the Maybelline Fit Me, but it was just too watery for me and I just didn't like it. And I do like to use something that's like close to my skin tone. So I really do like to take the Too Faced Bonus Way in Warm Sand. I don't want it too bright because I don't want it highlighted, but I want it just a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to look white underneath, but it needs to just have a little pop, because this is like almost my skin tone. I think mine will probably be maybe even like butterscotch, or this mixed with butterscotch, but I'm really close to like these 2 shades, so it just looks perfect when you be highlighting. And then I think I'll just take this brush. This is the Morphe M124 brush, but for my everyday I also just use this one. It doesn't have a name. I think I got this one in a set from Amazon, like, and the sets lasted me a very long time. Do you know what I mean? Like, quality is alright, but I'll just use this one today, and then we're just going to clean up the brow. Actually, do you know what? Where's that concealer. I'm just going to actually put it all over my lid because I'm not really going in with too much shadow. So I might as well just pull it everywhere. There we go. And it makes for a great base. Like this for a base for your eyeshadow, it's actually really good. But it's just so good. And then with this, we're just creating the shape. And like I said, how I create the fake tail. So I literally go underneath and I drag it further. Instead of just stopping it where my tail is, because I don't have one, I drag it out further. And then at the top here as well, I just do the same thing. Making sure they don't really touch. And that line there, I don't know if y'all can see it, there's literally no product. That's literally just my skin. There's no product there, but it creates the illusion that I have a tail. And that's how I just create my eyebrows. And to actually blend out the concealer on my lid, I do actually like to take in this brush. This is the Real Techniques concealer brush, I believe. Yeah, the concealer brush. And I just like this because I find with a flat brush sometimes it just thins out the product, where this, if you like buff it like this, it just keeps it nice and thick. Like, you see that? And it just brushes it out like really quickly. Look, see that? Like, I don't even have to really move it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do this one off camera, and then we're going to move into the rest of the face. And look at that. Brow, see what I mean? Brow clean up. Before they're looking, I mean, it's not the best looking brows you've probably seen, but for me, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? And then, to set the concealer, because I do like to set concealer. I don't set the P. base, but I do like to set the concealer. I like to take my Real Techniques powder sponge, and I like to take a powder that is literally almost like my skin tone. So I like either the Maybelline Golden Caramel, or I take the Too Faced Born This Way. And if you're in a rush and you're really lazy and you don't want to put on any eyeshadow, just get a face powder that's close to your skin tone. Maybe a bit lighter, maybe a bit warmer, or just like an undertone that you like. And honestly, you are actually good to go. Like, it's almost like you've put on eyeshadow. You can literally maybe even do this, put on a wing or put on lashes or mascara, and you actually just, everything's just done for you. This is what I love to do, because I do sometimes find with translucent powder it can make it look castly, especially if you don't then put eyeshadow on. It just looks a bit, it just looks a bit powdery. But for me, this, it just, because it blends into my skin tone, it's just like your eyelids have no discoloration, and mine definitely have discoloration, which I don't want to talk about it. I really hate it. I hate the discoloration on my eyelid. I hate it. But eyeshadow, I've used this palette before, but I actually used this eyeshadow look the other day, and it actually looked really nice. So I took the Revolution Time Soft palette. It's made quite a few appearances on my channel. I ain't gonna lie, like, it's actually an alright alright palette. So I'm gonna take a mixture of cookie dough, mainly cookie dough, and then a bit of chocolate orange. We're literally just gonna mix them two shades together. I'm taking it with my Molder crease brush, and this is literally just going onto the eyelid first, packing it on, and then blending it up. And because we've already put down the powder, it kind of just blends into it, so it's almost like a transition shade. So when it blends, it just blends seamlessly. So I am actually going to be extra today because I've been feeling like a wing, and I really just want to do a wing. You can literally just skip the wing, just do mascara or just add on lashes, whatever. I'm just going to do like a little baby wing. I'm going to take the Inglot gel number 77 and my, I'm sure it's MAC 210. Is it the 210? Yeah, the MAC 210 brush. I'm going to do a wing eyeliner. I'm going to keep it very thin. You can do it thick, but I'm feeling like a thin vibe today. Well, I say that, touch wood, that's how it goes. So I'm literally just going to do that off the cameras, and we'll be right back. Okay, so the face is done, wings are done. Not the neatest thing I've ever done, not the neatest thing you've ever seen, but we're here now. I've also cleaned up my face, and I used the Mario Badescu toner. I think it's the rose one I used. Yeah, so I've done that, wiped off all the fallout, and then this is where everyday makeup, let me say that again, these steps are what makes an everyday makeup look good. Okay, no makeup, let's say. It's all about the skincare, it's all about taking care of the skin. Last night I did a face mask, and I did eye patches, and I did some like that and all things like that. You don't have to do the stuff from the night before, but the steps now is something that's going to make your skin look good. I've already washed my face. I used the what you call them, the Ulla Hendrickson. I used like the green range, so I've used the cleanser, I used the scrub, and I used the Kiehl's makeup remover, the cleansing foam. Now it's time to hydrate, to prime, do all of that. So I'm gonna take the Ulla Hendrickson banana gel cream and the eye cream. For goodness sake, can I even speak today? I don't even know what's wrong with me. I'm just gonna take a dab, and for me, I always use this on nights out. Anytime I'm wearing makeup for a long periodically time, these just are really good. Another good eye cream is the Origins Ginseng. That's the only other eye cream I really use. I also use the Murad, the eye serum. I tend to use that mainly at night though, so in the morning my eyes are just nice and firm. And I have noticed a difference using all these products. I have noticed a difference in my under eye. Like, the skin is not as thin and the lines are becoming decreased. And then for cream, if you can't afford the Ulla one, the what do you call it, the L'Oreal Hydrogenous is good. The what do you call it, the Neutrogena one I use a lot. Other ones, there's a few, but the names have all escaped me. I can't seem to find them in the makeup bag, but the Neutrogena one is really good, and the L'Oreal Hydrogenous is bomb. Like, I even use them on nights out if I've run out of the Ulla, or if I can't find it, or if I'm just being lazy or just want to switch it up. They're the products that I tend to grab. I'm going to take the all-nighter. I like to take something that's going to control my oils and that's going to keep my makeup on, and something that feels nice and creamy. I don't want anything dry because I want it to be skin-like. I don't want to dry out my skin. I do want it to be like a natural glow, and I can get rid of any excess glow with powders. Because the what's it called? It's like the Urban Decay. It's like the slick powder. It's great for getting rid of excess shine. I literally just use that when I'm going to work. Like, if I'm going to work, I don't wear no bit of makeup. I don't do my brows. I don't do none of that. I just brush up my brow and I put on that powder, and it just controls my oil for a long time actually. So then I do like to use, like, for like no makeup or skin like looks, I do like to use like a lot of powders and a lot of setting sprays. So first I like to take the all-nighter, the Ultra Matte, and again this is also going to help control the oils. It's going to give me like obviously a bit more dewiness, but also it's going to matte the places because it's matte, but then it's like a setting spray. Do you know what I mean? Like, it does a lot of things, this spray. Okay, so for actual coverage, this product right here, is expensive, but it's good. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is in the shade number 6, Dark Tan, literally my perfect shade, and it's just, it gives coverage. It actually covers my freckles. I have deep, like, dark freckles, and the coverage on it is bomb. It's not like a full coverage like an Estee Lauder or a Kat Von D, things like that, but it covers enough. And because it's like you still want your skin to show through, this is good. Or if you can't afford something like this, you can always make your own. Like, you can literally just put on, like, say a highlighter that's close to your skin tone and rub it all over your face. Maybe mix some in with like your cream. So instead of putting in your cream on your face and then so your highlight, maybe mix in like a liquid highlight into the cream, place it all on. But because I have this, I'm going to use it. And I do like to take then a fibre brush. This is the Morphe M404. You can use something bigger. Something bigger would be better, but I have this. And to be fair, it does a good job. And I like to go in with this first, and then I do actually like to use a sponge just to blend everything. And do you see that go? Right, come on now. Then I like to take a concealer. I'm going in with Warm Sand first. It's going to take a little bit. When I say a little bit, literally just where the under eye circles are, a bit on my chin, because I have discoloration on my chin. I don't like the freckles on my chin. I just don't like the look of them. I really do like to cover that up. But I do like to take something, like I said, close to my skin tone first, at least. So then if you don't blend it out like perfectly, it's not gonna be noticeable. But if you're going with something that's like 2 to 3 shades lighter and you don't blend it, it is going to be a lot more noticeable. So I'm just going to take this and just cover where I need to cover, like that. And then I'm going to take a smidge of Cookie. This is just to brighten. When I say dot there, oh, move a bit more, there, bit on the nose, bit there, bit there. Literally, that's it. Less is more when you're doing a look like this. Don't pile it on, because the more you pile on, the more you're just going to have to blend. And who has time? This is like if you're kind of running late but you just still need to look cute. Do this look, and honestly, it honestly won't take you long to do, to be honest. Then I'm going to take the True Match, just because it was the first one I grabbed. Like Cookie, not Cookie, Toffee is like the adjacent, oh my god, this is like the adjacent shade to Toffee in the Too Faced Born This Way. Sugar, boom 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 things. Okay, now I'm going to set the skin, and I'm going to go back in with the Too Faced Born This Way powder, and I am going to take this underneath my eye slightly. And the reason why is it because, like I said, I don't want it to be too bright. Even though we just put on the bright concealer, like I just want it to look bright but still natural, and a bright under eye, so it doesn't look natural, and I really want this just to be as natural as possible. When I say I like dab it and then press, and then I go in with my translucent powder to bring back the brightness, I just think it looks so much more realistic than going in with like a bright powder and then baking, because I have to bake because the way my skin the way my skin type is set up is that I get oily, so I do need to bake. But if I go in for bright powder and then bake, it's going to look too bright. So I like to take a bit of the powder first and then bake. I'm going to go in with my powder, and I think I'm just going to take the Fenty Beauty, because this powder is very matte, it brightens, it's just a really good powder. Take some of this, let that bake, and while it's baking, I'm going to go back to the under eye, and I think I'm just going to take this brush. This is the Morphe E17 brush. I'm going to go back into the 2 shades that we had, and we're just going to mix them in. And just put it underneath the eye. I think we'll take the shade Every Day, which is this shade right here. Did I show you guys the shades before? I don't know if I did, I can't remember. But yeah, that's Cookie. And then that's Chocolate Orange. So they were the 2 shades that not that one, this one, and this one. And then now I'm going in with this one, just for the inner corner. It's like a perfect inner corner highlight. Look at that. Like, leave the brow bone because I didn't really set the concealer, so it's looking still a bit wet and dewy and shiny, so that will stay. That can be the brow bone highlight. So that's done. And then for the lashes, I may do lashes. I think I'm gonna do lashes. I mean, I have them in my hand right now. This is the TL29, the Tatti lashes. I'm going to do like an everyday lash. Yeah, I'm going with these, the Tatti lashes, the TL29. And put on mascara. I'm just going to take the Maybelline, the Colossal mascara. And then I'm going to wipe it off the bake, and then we're going to continue on with the skin because we're not done yet. Because we still need to get rid of the powder and add more powder and do all the magical things there. So I'll quickly do this off camera. I keep saying that today, I'm saying that a lot, but it's not interesting. It's just gonna put on the lashes, wipe off the bake, and then we'll continue with the video. Okay, so the lashes are still dry and I've literally just wiped off the bake. And then what I'm gonna do is add more spray. So I'm gonna go back in with the All Nighter, the matte spray. I'm just gonna fan it down, and then we're gonna add some more powder to add a bit more definition and brightness. So I'm gonna go in with the Double Wear. Oh, it's a powder puff. I was like, what the hell is moving? It's just a powder puff. The Double Wear Stay Matte Powder in 4N1, which is Shell Beige. I'm just gonna go underneath the eye. Help further brighten. Okay. Let's see if these lashes are dry. I pray they're dry. Good to me. So we're done with that. And then for my face powder, I love this powder. It's extra. I don't go with a few powders, but this powder is bomb. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I love it. It's in the shade Dark. It just, I can't describe it. It's just so good. Jesus the Lord, where's the brush? It's honestly just light skin. Gets rid of, like, just adds a nice look to your skin, like, honestly. So all those things where people used to go on about it, and I was like, I bet it's not even all that, but it actually is. It really is. Just that product where it's just like, it's just good. Okay, if it's one of those products, if you're thinking about getting, honestly get it. I will say be careful of the shades, because they are a bit deceiving, because I got it online and this is a bit light, like, I'm not gonna lie. Luckily it works, but next time I may go a shade darker, but do you know what, for now this actually works, so who knows. That's perfect. Next I'm gonna bronze, and this is where you can go down, because I really want it warm, just looking tantalizing. And I do like this brush. This is the Morphe 143, and this is the Morphe Glam Bronze in Mega Star. It's just a perfect shade. It's nice and warm, and with this brush, oh, it's just, you'll look good. And if you're in a bit of a rush, for me it will be one of the two. I'll either use a bronzer or I'd use the cream contour. Most of the time I think on wet skin I'll probably go in with this, because it is quicker and it's a powder, so you don't have to be as precise as say a cream, where you have to actually like spend time and like blend it. So if you are in a rush and it's like it's out of cream contour bronzer. Personally, I would just choose bronzer because it does the same thing and it does look a bit more natural. I just want it to be extra today. I think I'll just take the Life's a Peach blush. I mean, I always use this blush also. I need to buy more blushes. I'm that person, like, I'll never buy like blush. I'll buy powders, foundation, concealer, lip products, and then I never think about blush. That's why the Morphe blush palette is good. Like, for me, I think invest in a blush palette, because if you're like me, you don't think about getting blush. When you get a palette, you've got options, because there's no way I would have thought to pick up each shade individually. There's just no way. But in a palette, it's already there. Do you know what I mean? Spray. This time I'm taking something a bit more hydrating, so I'm going to take the MAC Fix Plus. This is in the coconut shade. This is like to wet it and set it. And then I'm going to go with one more final spray, but just use this first. That is bomb, I can't even deny. Right, while the skin is still a bit wet, I'm gonna apply some highlighters. You know what, drop? I do like the Wet n Wild highlight in Precious Petals. It's a warm colour. It's an amazing highlight. And then I'm just gonna, where my skin is actually wet, I'm just gonna. Do be careful though if your skin is still wet. Don't do it when it's too wet. I made that mistake and it literally just lifts off your makeup. For the final spray of the day, I know it's a lot of sprays, but honestly this is going to give you the skin like appearance. You don't have, you can literally use the same spray and just use it multiple times. I've just got these sprays, so I use them. Do you know what I mean? I love the Glow Recipe spray. Like, it actually really does give you a nice glow. I'm mainly going to focus this on the side of my face. And the reason for that is I have like an oily T-zone, so if I go in with something glowy and then my oils come through, it's going to be even more glowy, which I don't want. But then, like I said previously, if I feel like in any spots I'm too glowy, like maybe sometimes in the middle of my forehead, I do like to take the Slick powder. Don't let the colour fool you, it's actually alright. Like, I wear this with no makeup and I don't look ghastly, I don't look great, I don't look dead, I just look mattified. So I'm just going to take some, bit on the chin, bit on the middle of the forehead, just a little bit, just a bit underneath here. Okay, so I wanted like a brownie pink, like kind of a nude. So what I'm thinking is taking the Morphe Vibes lip liner and then the Maybelline New York Color Sensational lipstick in brown sugar. I think I've used this combination before and it is really nice. This is a sharp pen and a Z pen show. I'm putting my beauty mark. I'm just going to take the Kat Von D cheaper liner. Gotta be steady. That. Should I add some freckles? Let's add some freckles. Why not? I mean, I don't know why I'm doing all this, but I'm just gonna add some freckles anyway. So I'm just gonna go in with the Zoeva fine liner brush, back in with my eyeshadow what I use for my brows, and then just place some freckles on my face. this is the finished look. I'm not going to do a final look because I'm literally going to probably wear something I've already worn, and because it's like an everyday natural makeup look, you can wear what you want to wear, do you know what I mean? And plus I'm running late, so you girls gotta move. But yeah, this is everything. Hope you enjoyed today. Hope you like the look. I love it. It's a cute, quick, everyday look. Like, I've done this every day. Literally just taking me half an hour the door, and I just look. Just some days we just don't like how your skin is just looking. You just need something just to zhuzh it up. This is how I zhuzh it up, and it looks hella cute. And I hope you all agree. So that's everything. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Please, it will help me out. Follow me on Instagram. I leave it down below. Take some pictures of before and after. Like, you'll see the beat, you'll see the slay, the highlight. Everything's just popping. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.